Vulcan Forged. Most traders read this chart wrong. One level decides it, trust or trap. Not investment advice. Vulcan Forged 4-hour chart. It ran up, then handed back 33% of the move. That giveback is the whole story. So is this a move you can trust or a trap? One level decides it, and it is already on this chart. This window has a high and a low. One number between them matters more than both. Vulcan Forged opened the week around 0.08. From there, it rallied up 3.9% to the high near 0.08. Then a pullback carved out the low near 0.05. And here is that number. It is holding 35% of that range. Sellers still own the lower half. But charts do not move on their own. Look at what just happened here. This is not a random candle. Something changed underneath. It just lost its 60-day low. That is a structural change. How unusual? Put it next to Bitcoin. Same window, side by side. Bitcoin did roughly flat. Vulcan Forged did down 18.4%. That is a 18.5-point gap. Strength against the benchmark is information. Now the structure underneath. Zoom out first. The weekly decides whether any of this matters. On the weekly, the higher time frame is down. Zooming into the daily, the 6-month trend is down. Down on the 7-day chart, lower highs and lower lows overall, but the last swing turned up. So every time frame points the same way. The downtrend is aligned. Direction we have, now the levels that actually matter. Here is the catch. There is no clean impulse to retrace. This is a range, so Fibonacci would just be lines floating in the noise. The levels that actually matter are the edges of the range. Resistance on top, support underneath. A close beyond either one is what actually decides it. We know where, but is there fuel, momentum? The RSI on the 4-hour candles. It sits near 37, in neutral territory mid-range. Plenty of fuel left in either direction. The slope matters. Rising RSI confirms buyers. 50 is the line between up and down. One gauge can fool you, second opinion. That is where the MACD comes in. The histogram is negative. Falling red bars mean momentum is bleeding out. When both agree, the signal is stronger. Every piece is on the table, so how does this actually play out? 3 ways this resolves. Bull case, it holds this base and grinds back up. The old highs are too far away to call a level. Base case, it chops inside the range while the market makes up its mind. Which one is it? Back to the question. So trust or trap? On the week, Vulcan Forged closed down 18.4%. The signals are split half strength, half trap. A wait and watch, not a chase. That is the read. Drop a coin for the next one. That is the week. A fresh board and a new name on top are coming. Subscribe so you do not miss which one.